Okay, so test. Okay, so test. So volume works. You're on live right now. Okay, so hello everybody. We're back with not Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact. We're gonna continue this Archon quest and finish it out and see what else is gonna come to it. Mora. So go to a Poison. Want to see we're in the right quest. Yeah, we are. Let's go Poison. Teleport there. Down here. Underground. Here we are in Poison. Where do we go? Just below us, yeah.
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
Hey, we're just having a look around. I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are here too.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snezhevich. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clorand?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision-makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Clorand, at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile.
We got ourselves a photo.
How did it go? Was it a good shot? Did Paimon look cute in it? the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clarand.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
Already knew she was going.
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillette, and he told you, right?
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridesley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Go to a fortress, Meripede, whatever. This is over here.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Oh, Risley.
Entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Taking pictures of people.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier.
Sir, please don't say things like that.
True.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend. Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
He really does know how to squeeze opportunities for all they're worth.
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before.
Yes, we have.
Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Ah, Sijuin.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse? Sure. Come on, Miss Sijuin, over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurrier? Miss Lurvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two. I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
Yeah, where is he?
Send them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. All right, last stop, the docks.
Maritime Harbor. Ego below us. Lineal. And Fremine.
We are here! How did you know?
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
Not us.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Is this what you meant by, I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Sure. Please, write down my address.
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Sounds like that would suit him.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been, Traveler?
Doing alright.
Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
That's alright. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well, after Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Nervilette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her
Oh
as
boy.
a diplomatic gift.
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
Well, that's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Nervilette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Nervilette knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the Fortress of Meripede a while back.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that. But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
I guess I can now call him one of my war buddies.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
This. Oh, hello,
Father!
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the Traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
maybe.
It is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done.
Will you keep to your position?
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners.
Actually, just remember itself and please help us deliver this.
A vision? All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable. Farewell.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
To move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Well,
So,
guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go
we
see
need to
what
look
he
for
does?
Nouvelette.
As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway.
Opera Epicles. Put it there. Inner Opera House. Not, guess he's not in the house. Behind it, I think. He, back here.
What's the hurry?
The entrance to the fortress. Ooh, he really
Thank you, Paimon.
Catch the wind.
You're hurt. No, it's not. Thank you for that, Paimon. Stand up over here. Get to the ledge. Have to go around it. On off. On the wall. Let's just go back. Hi. So,
What's the hurry?
find the building. Don't fall off the map like we did before. There's Nouvelette.
So, you really are here, Nouvelette. Paimon didn't were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you
Okay.
remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy.
Good try.
Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
You may have to
It is strange.
enter
how
my
things
world
leave
if you
a
want to
bitter
play.
taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Oh,
Whoa. So that's what happened?
it's saw Farina's part myself.
Fossilor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon
Check him
and
out.
restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them,
Good
I
morning,
could use
or
ancient dragons'
good
authority
morning
to
where you are. Good afternoon here.
after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial
Thank you.
sea.
Fossilor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key
See
to
the
making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
see I can't speak. See that why can't I speak? Say that it was at this moment that the Fontainians were truly born.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Fossilor finally managed
Sorry
to
about that.
fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About the initial verdict that was passed on child.
I have investigated his
Tartaglia.
case in many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association, or Fossilor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Fossilor had Fontainians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question.
Hey Paimon, what is it?
Hadn't yet become real humans. Were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontainians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Okay, so Fontaine's future.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Fossilor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay.
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Fontaine and the Gnosis.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations! Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Next stop.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
That one.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
Okay, so
Nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the knave that I believe may be useful to you. The harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
The Captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
like we'll have to deal with him later on.
Prepare yourself before going to Natlan. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
No more questions.
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still... When we spoke
I guess we do have a question.
he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is
Right back.
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Ah, of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had
Yeah, I'm
with this
back.
world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts, and my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
Okay, so
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender? So that's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui!
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
Descender, she mentioned one of them. Me, I am the fourth descender. For me, this information means two things. One, that gnosis are related to descenders. And two, that's the one that already came before me, has already died.
I guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender. I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision! That does sort of count as special. No, let's not think about this stuff right now. Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all.
Oh boy. Don't worry, it won't die so easily.
That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck.
Yeah, it does.
Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Alright. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
You understand the will of the gods.
I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
Completed the quest. And we rank 44. Quest. Detail is to go Sumeru. Get some hill Jarl towers. The towers are yeah, we don't have a outlet yet. We can't do that. At least we caught up. Towers should be down there.
Catch the wind.
You can see them over there. They're the two things. Those are the towers.
Come into being. Feel this ancient power.
Shields good.
Come into being. Burst forth.
Big guys down. There is a little assistance here. Who are you? Climb the tower. Albedo, climb it. Didn't work. Get rid of this. Okay, we got reinforcements.
Don't push your luck. What's the useless? Witness my great undertaking. Come into being.
So, get rid of this guy. You stop throwing slimes.
Come into
plant. Or is there a tower while we're at?
Burst forth.
Useless.
Complete that commission. Cool. This. Our next mission. We gotta light this. Really? Where the light show is. This area, no. Right here. Gotta fly through the rings. No. Why that? Losing altitude badly. So we land safely, so I think I messed up. Less story quests we have. Who should we hang out with? He has two of them. I want to do this one, but when he easy gotta do this. Jump on mushrooms. Not joking, that's what this is. Bouncy mushroom. Guess they disappear. There's some land on the mushrooms. Can't miss. Jump. A little more difficult than you think. Missed. Aim better. Close. They keep changing positions. That commission. Boat. In the boat. Patooey, wonderful. Oh, Emmys. Run, Albeo, just run. Oh. Down the boat. Yeah, this may be bad. Grab the ore. Yep, this is bad.
Let the show be.
We need to go back to the light chasing challenge. What's this? Dude. This area unlocked. Above ground.
Burst forth.
These are the plants.
Come into being. Burst forth.
Props. Out here, and then, no thank you, don't want to deal with that guy. Teleport over there. Lime's down here.
Burst forth. Come into being.
Still alive. Her shield says.
Come into being. Burst forth.
Popped that one like a balloon, apparently. See where a quest we could do. World quest. Do. Way. Cross the bridge. Jar. Best thing about my house is I could sneak out of it without anyone knowing. Okay, never mind. Let's go. Okay, so complete that quest. We want to see something. Into a teapot. Really fast. This is our teapot. What it looks like. Kind of empty inside. Got these three here. Get ourselves a fourth guest. Do that, you have to talk to this guy.
Not used to the place.
Restaurant. Realm Depot. Ding. Get yourself some blueprints. Is creatures. An old well. See what they have. A house. Street lights. House. Get them all. So ornament. A hot spring. So create subversion. Or a hot spring. Or hot spring. Of materials. Create rust. Make a house. Rugs. Of material.
If you ever have any...
Do here is you randomly and stuff. Their companions. That's that.
Maybe you're...
So, Storm Bear. You have to go Storm Bear Mountain.
If you ever...
Look for some of that rock. I heard a little bit. If we go over here, we can get healed. Be right back. I'm back. So, see if we can find some of this material. Mine material. Storm bear. North. I'm gonna deal with that right now. Run. That thing, I don't like those things. Stop following me. Follow me across the river. Yes, it got hurt.
Seems my research is over.
That hurt. Let's find some quests. Be less boring. Comedy. Do this one. boss. Guess we are doing it. Stop it, Patrice. The current experiments run completely I mean, when an approval documents that says this project should be... Never mind. Went so fast I can't read it. That's right, Paimon's a renowned Paimon. That's me. It's me, the famous me. Anyways, just as Paimon says, how can I ever skimp on food? What do I do then? If I don't need to find to conduct my experiments, we get the prospect of greater economic benefits. The only prospects awaiting me will be tragedy. Sorry. Oh, by the way, what are you talking about with all those prospects? What are you prospecting? Economic benefits. Are you two researching how to prospect for more? Whoa. Is there a chance you'll find a way to make more just spurt out of the ground like a fountain? Okay, I'm in like a cut. No, not that kind of prospect at all. That said, do believe that my research project's prospects would turn out to be just as valuable. Need to sell the funding issue first. Also, we need to design an invention that will sell well. Reinventions are often mere byproducts of great research. Marvelous inventive ideas leap forth like stingrays from your mind as you conduct said research. They better. Hey, hold on a second. Paimon's getting curious now. What sort of research are you doing? We're working on ores known as vibro crystals. Discovered them in Liu previously while studying the different properties of ore in the region. It can be divided in two types, transmitter and receiver crystals. The transmitter crystal is stimulated in a certain way and will release a specific energy that resonates with the receiver crystal half, generating unique effects. Speaker. It's an interesting phenomenon. Albeit one that just say that it used to be Fontaine Research Institute isn't nearly as interested in ores as it used to be. Raimondo has also been cleared that it lacks economic benefits. Ergo won't bring the money in. The shallowness. In any case, Patrice was stymied while applying for the funding. Didn't manage to secure any more, only an honorary title. I could use that title to guarantee the interim loan from the Northland Bank. What? Sorry. How about we help out? Oh, Paimon's become a great inventor, eh? Paimon doesn't know the first thing about inventing, but we could do the performing experiments part right. Could you really? Well, here's the experience adventure should you need one. In that case, we'll leave the experiment in your hands. Paimon, all the best. The success of the project is riding on you. Click Atoll, whatever the name is. Good. You get money from him. So time to and to that's it. Go in here. Oh, this is it. Let's go in and see what this is. We need to make 2 teams. Already set up. Okay, so we got Wanderer. Now. Let's put him on the first party. Seems interesting. But I want to take Zhao off. Put the Luke on. Let's put Gumming or Bennett. Probably this. So we got Albedo, Cal, Barbara. So
Squall and Fury. The wind rises.
see what Bane does.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Wind blade.
They're off and wander.
Squall and Fury.
Wait. What burst is.
Cry louder. Behold. Squall and Fury.
Under AK Scaramouche.
Behold.
I don't have a healer on this team. This to do Bennett.
Squall and Fury. Behold. Squall and Fury. Wretched vermin. The wind rises.
Got the birds and the
Behold. Squall and Fury. Cry louder. The wind rises. Behold.
her is really good.
The wind rises.
4 seconds left. So here's the second half of my regular team.
Freeze. Live. Feel this ancient power. Boring. being. Live. Ta. Yeah. Ta. Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking. Ha. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Ta. Useless.
61. No more enemy spawning. Fields, so the pyro one. So we need Aya.
Freeze. Dodge this. Burst forth. Moments of birth. Come into being. Ha! 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 Yeah! Huh. Burst forth. Yeah! Huh. Huh. Come into being. Ha! 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 Burst forth. Ha! Ha! Ha!
7 seconds.
Come into being. Ha! Live. Ha! Ha! Yeah! Burst forth. Huh. Ha! Ha! Come into being. Huh. Boring. Useless. Huh.
3. Okay, so we completed. That was that challenge. Let's see what challenges we got. Anything, special events or anything? That's off. It's out game. Is there any events? Archino's test run. See what this area is. Here, report. We got this new area. Let's get our world quest. Hey you. Yes you blithering idiot. What are you doing dragging your feet for? Waiting for us to all get old? What blazes are all these boxes already on the ship? No boss, it's just these boxes are way too heavy. You did call me idiot. We load them all at the... I think the ship might. Might what? This treasure here, treasure. You only profit on ground just like that? If we load everything on board, plus ourselves, I don't think the boat could hold all that weight. That's easy one. If we want, we just leave a couple of you here on this island and we could bring all the treasure back. Now can't we? Ooh, a cunning plan, boss. Plan one of the ones you're talking with. You right. Taking with. Want to get captured by those golems you see what happens you want to catch? And stop yapping and start moving. Dark Lord's lack eyes catch up, we're done for. The Dark Lord's lack eyes, are you put on some kind of show? Hey boss, there's people over there. We can clearly see. Let me go ask them. Oh, you, the big one and the tiny little thing. What are you sulking for over there for? Can't leave any witnesses. What are you saying? Go talk to them first. From the look of you, you might be foreigners. I thought you were minions of the Dark Lord Remus. This is him and Paimon's Paimon. You're right. We're travelers. Oh, but who's this Dark Lord Remus you mentioned? You finished playing this part already? You don't even know who the Dark Lord is? Alright, I get. I suppose it's up to me to educate you ignorant outlanders. So, learn about Remus. Ooh! Nice world building, very detailed. And then what happened next? How'd you defeat the Dark Lord? Dark Lord's golems are each mighty beyond measure. How could we be their match? Still, we had the aid of Estate of Quickwood this time. With his aid, we infiltrated the Dark Lord's fell keep. We claimed the treasures he and minions plundered from us Fontanians. Like the boss said, what's it we're doing again? Oh yeah, disrupting the special military maneuvers being conducted by the Dark Lord's legions. Totally a brilliant plan. Your protagonist that you're playing, you don't even know. Where's this Dark Lord? Does he take the stage? Think we'd be lugging treasure if he showed up? Ha! Because not, we've been turned into golems already. Like Estate probably was Estate of Pitiful. Now more like... Oh, he totally helped and you guys left him behind and ran away? You sure you guys aren't the baddies? Baddies don't get to be the protagonists. What do you mean, protagonist? Take the stage away from where you're standing. Looks like you're... Flying around about performances of plays. Meaning you guys aren't putting on performance? So you won't fess up unless we char you first. I guess we have to fight them.
Miscalculation.
Here's part of the play they're waiting for.
Coming to be. Burst forth.
That guy.
Freeze. Coming to be. Burst forth.
This treasure.
Live. Witness my great undertaking. Coming to be. Live.
Okay, so there we go. There you go, huh? Guess they weren't acting after all. What was this treasure they were talking about? Dark Lord this, Dark Lord keep that. No way that this is real. Let's look at the treasure. Hey, but we don't know where stuff came from. I'm on expressing disinterest in treasure. Season so. I'm just worried that, what if, well, just in case there's some kind of evil Dark Lord trap in it. There's no dissuading you, but please be careful. There's no traps. No valuable treasures. That stuff we destroyed. They were a bunch of frauds. There's no treasure at all. There's shabby excuse for a statue, some kind of priceless artifact. Go petrichor and ask around. Maybe some kind of landmark or lucky mascot or something. For these treasures, we... Hey, you! So... You want to come back? Imperator. Okay, so we're dreaming. A dream? You're finally awake, Imperator. This day is one of great import. The day when we shall sound the great symphony, Phobos. Seem to have had a dream. Yep, pony. Human Imperator. I saw the sweet sea swallowing the earth. Children of white stone and brass sinking. Radiant of all that was once radiant. The collapse of all that was once radiant. I can read. Guess we have to follow this guy. Who are you? Though you bestowed undying bodies upon the people, allowing humanity to fear the tides of the deeps nevermore, our souls are still bound by and to enter the castle. Remus, whatever. Remus, you once said you created a future free from the shackles of divine destiny. Yet your realm now lies violently shattered, and the chasm you tried to budge has grown deeper still. All race you created and the peoples of the waters are slaughtering one another. This now so-called eternal city, too, faces imminent collapse. You cannot control your own creation. The symphony has brought neither justice nor happiness, but instead has become the source of all sin. Through their flesh and blood has been surrendered from water and soil. Lost as souls guide them upon the path of the inevitable death nonetheless. Curse of Fortuna is upon your people and upon you. You still remember our promise? This is our last resort. As long as the symphony is played, it's the only way usurper lords of humanity know to atone after bringing things to ruin the nation. So your resolve at least does not shame your kingly crown. Promise was made indeed, therefore allow me bear witness to your end. Oh boy. King cursed by fate, drown thyself in song, wine and feast, for the day of judgment has not come. Please wake up. Just now. Man, you scare me to death. You completely stop moving and start staring at this statue. Like you were a statue yourself. Paimon thought you'd been turned She was stung by Dark Lord's evil curse. I think I had a strange daydream. There really isn't really a curse, is there? Are you okay? I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry. Please, you're not hurt. Yeah, we should definitely go Petrichor first. We're gonna learn about this dream. We need to get healed.
Ready, steady, go!
I think I'm gonna leave the dream for later. I think I can call it here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.